God is begging you. You are chosen to see this rare miracle tonight before 11:57 p.m. Don't tell this to anyone. It will happen in 7 minutes. Don't make the mistake of ignoring this. Open this message urgently. You were not brought here by accident. This is not a coincidence. You have been pulled into this moment by something greater than yourself, and I need you to hear me with all your heart. Heaven has seen your tears. Your silent battles have not gone unnoticed. You were chosen to receive this message because your breakthrough has been scheduled tonight. A miracle is moving toward you right now, and by 11:57 p.m., what felt impossible will shift. Do not look away. Do not scroll past. Watch till the end, or you might miss the one moment that could change everything. Your next 7 minutes are holy. Comment Amen if you feel this stirring in your spirit right now. I am not asking you to believe out of fear. I am telling you the truth out of love. I am your Father, your Creator, the one who formed your heart before you even spoke your first word. And right now, I, the Lord your God, am begging you to listen. This moment has been whispered across eternity, carved into the day you're living. You don't have to understand it fully. You just need to receive it with open hands. You are standing on sacred ground, and what I'm about to do in your life will not be small. This is not for everyone. This is for the chosen. This is for you. If your soul has felt heavy lately, if you've been praying but hearing nothing, if the weight has become too much and your strength feels like it's fading, I see you, I know you, I love you, and I am not late. I have come for you tonight. This is your sign. This is your whisper in the dark. This is your miracle moment, wrapped in urgency, wrapped in divine love. Do not close your heart. Don't walk away. You will miss something your soul has been aching for. I ask you with everything that is in me, like this video right now, if even a small part of your heart believes I've been trying to reach you. There are times I come gently, but tonight I come with fire in my voice and tears in my eyes. You don't know how long I've been watching over you, protecting you, sending you signs, catching the attacks of the enemy before they reached your door. You don't know how many nights my angels stood between you and disaster. You don't see what I've stopped to keep you breathing. But tonight, I want you to know it. I want you to feel it. This miracle is not a maybe. This miracle is not for someone else. This is your appointed time. Comment 1111 if your heart knows. This is not by chance. The world has tried to distract you. The noise, the fear, the doubt, all of it was designed to make you miss this divine appointment. But grace pulled you here anyway. You may feel weak. You may feel overlooked. But I have not forgotten you. You are my beloved. You are my chosen. And when I choose someone, no darkness can steal what I have declared over them. You are protected. You are surrounded. And tonight, the heavens are leaning in toward you. I know you've waited. I know you've cried. I know the loneliness that creeps in at night and the battles you fight behind your smile. I have held every tear. I have counted every sigh. Nothing in your life has been wasted, not a single moment. I will use it all. What the enemy meant to break you, I will use to bless you. What was meant to harm you, I will turn into the very key that unlocks the next chapter of your life. You're not late. You're not too broken. You're right on time. 7 minutes from now, I'm going to do something that only I can do. It won't make sense to others. That's why I told you not to tell anyone. Some things must remain hidden to be holy. This miracle is wrapped in silence for now, but soon it will shout loudly in your life. It will show up in your relationships, your health, your mind, your future. I am not limited by time, by doctors, by circumstances. I am the Alpha and the Omega. When I speak, what was broken becomes whole. I chose you not because you were perfect, but because your heart is open. You may have failed, you may have doubted, but your spirit still seeks me, even through the pain. And that is what moves my heart. Not perfection, not performance, but presence. And your presence here right now has aligned you with something eternal. This is your divine setup. Everything is shifting even as you listen. You've been tired of waiting, but I haven't been ignoring you. I've been preparing the way. Sometimes I delay the promise to protect the person. If I had given it earlier, it would have crushed you. But now your soul is stronger. Now your heart is ready. Now your faith has been forged through the fire. You didn't break. You bent. But you stood back up, and heaven honors that. Comment 222 if you trust what I'm doing, even if you can't see it yet. There is something sacred happening in this very second. You can feel it if you're quiet enough. It's that stillness in your chest, that calm in the storm, that whisper that says, keep going, don't stop now. That's me, that's your Father. And I'm walking beside you into what's next. You are not alone, you never were. And even when it felt like no one saw you, I did. I always have, I always will. Now listen closely. The next few moments are going to ask for your trust like never before. I'm going to call you to step out in faith. I'm going to invite you to believe even when it looks the same. But hear me clearly, even when it looks the same, it is not the same. The moment I speak, things begin to shift. The seeds I planted long ago are breaking through the soil. Do not let your eyes fool you. What's coming is greater than what you prayed for. Could your brain be the reason you're still broke? Scientists just confirmed a 9-word sentence hidden deep in your subconscious may be blocking money from your life. But now, you can reverse it. Say these 9 words and wealth starts to follow you starting today. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. I want you to hold on to this promise. Don't let go, no matter what comes next. I have chosen you for more than just survival. I've chosen you for joy, for peace, for purpose. And you are closer than you think. The enemy knows this. That's why the warfare has been so intense lately. That's why your emotions have been swinging. But you are not losing your mind. You are on the edge of your miracle. I just need you to believe it long enough to receive it. There's a reason this found you now. Not earlier, not later, right now. Because before this night ends, before 11:57 p.m. strikes, something in the unseen realm is going to break open over your life. And what you've been praying for, weeping for, waiting for, it's going to begin. The miracle won't wait anymore. That's why I told you to open this urgently. You were chosen to receive what many won't even recognize. You've been fighting silent battles that no one understands. Nights when you tried to hold yourself together while everything inside you was falling apart. Days when you smiled, but you were sinking on the inside. You've carried weights that felt too heavy for one person. And I watched. I saw every hour of it. And now I say this, you are not forgotten. You are not forsaken. This is not the end. This is where the blessing begins. What has been delayed is being released. Comment 333 to declare your faith right now. My child, I am not angry with you. I am not disappointed. I know you've stumbled. I know you've made mistakes, but I never stopped loving you. Not once. You don't have to earn my love. It was yours from the beginning. And tonight, I'm wrapping you in it like a cloak of fire. A fire that burns off shame, fear, regret, doubt. A fire that lights the path ahead even when everything else feels dark. You are not too far gone. You are not too late. You are mine. I've been aligning things behind the scenes. People, places, moments threaded together like a tapestry you can't see yet. But I see it. And it's beautiful. It's your story. And this next chapter will not look like the pain of the last. You're not stuck. You're not forgotten. You are positioned. You're about to walk into places that eyes haven't seen and ears haven't heard, but your heart has quietly hoped for. You don't have to beg for what I already said is yours. You don't have to strive for what I've already finished. When my son said, "It is finished," on the cross, that included your breakthrough. That included your healing. That included your freedom. So tonight, let me remind you what's already yours. Peace that passes all understanding, joy that can't be stolen, strength that doesn't run out. You don't have to chase favor, you live under it. The enemy has tried to convince you that nothing is changing, that your prayers aren't working, that your faith is weak, but those are lies. The very fact that you're still holding on, still listening, still hoping, that is proof that you are stronger than the storm. I place that strength in you, not because of who you are, but because of whose you are. You belong to me, and nothing can snatch you from my hand. Comment 555 if you're claiming what's yours. This is not just a feel-good moment. This is war in the heavens. The reason you've been under attack is because you carry something valuable. You've got oil on your life, anointing, purpose, legacy. And when you carry that, hell takes notice. But I've got news for every force that has come against you. I am stepping in. I am lifting the burden. I am making a way in the wilderness and rivers in the dry land. You won't leave this season empty-handed. You won't leave the same way you came. There's a version of you that's rising up tonight, a healed version, a bold version, a peaceful, rooted, and fearless version. You're going to look back and say, that night, that one night changed everything. And you'll know it was me, not luck, not chance, not good timing. It was your Father who saw you and said, enough, it's time. I'm not asking you to figure out how. I'm not even asking you to be strong. I'm asking you to trust me. That's it. Just trust. I can do more with your surrender than you could ever do with your control. You've tried doing it your way, and you're tired. Let me take it from here. I don't need you to fix it. I just need you to believe that I will. You're going to start feeling things shift. Conversations will happen out of nowhere. Closed doors will suddenly crack open. People who forgot you will remember. Things that were delayed will begin to accelerate. Not because of chance, because heaven moved on your behalf. This is your turnaround moment. You may not feel qualified. You may feel broken. But remember this. I have always used broken vessels to carry my greatest glory. I'm not afraid of your scars. I'm not ashamed of your past. I will use it all. What you thought disqualified you is the very thing I will use to glorify my name through you. That pain gave you compassion. That struggle gave you perspective. That suffering gave you a depth you never would have reached without it. Nothing is wasted in my hands. This moment you're in is not random. It's divine. I brought you here to remind you that your life is not over, your story is not finished, and your purpose is still alive. The clock hasn't run out. In fact, the time you've been waiting for is finally coming around. You've been thinking, when is it my turn? When will I see something change? And I'm telling you now, your turn is now. Your name has been called in heaven. The very angels I commanded to protect you in the darkest nights are now preparing the next chapter. You're not behind. You're right on schedule. The pain, the delay, the silence, even the detours, they were all leading you to this divine appointment. I don't waste anything, and I never forget what I promise. Comment 1212 if you're believing for your divine appointment. Why did 19,583 people suddenly become financially free last month? They all discovered a strange sentence, just 9 words long, buried in neuroscience research and once hidden by the FBI. Now they're paying off debt, traveling the world, and living in homes they never thought they could afford. If you're seeing this, you're lucky the page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. You're not just waiting on a miracle has already been dispatched in your name. You're not just hoping for breakthrough. Breakthrough has been moving toward you, and now the moment has come. That's why this message carries so much urgency. That's why heaven is pressing in tonight. I need you to hear me. If you don't give up now, everything will shift. Don't let the enemy convince you that nothing is happening. You're closer than you've ever been. You've been stretched, pressed, weary. There were nights you wanted to walk away, not just from the battle, but from life itself. I saw you curled up in the silence, trying to make sense of the pain. And even though you felt alone, you were surrounded. I was there in the middle of that pain. I was whispering, hold on just a little longer. And tonight, I'm not whispering anymore. I'm declaring over you, the wait is ending. The release is near. I'm bringing the miracle. You weren't forgotten. You were preserved. I kept you hidden for a reason. What you thought was rejection was protection. What looked like delay was my preparation. I was building strength inside you, wisdom, depth, and resilience. And now, you are ready to receive without losing yourself in the blessing. I had to build the foundation so the weight of the miracle wouldn't crush you. But now, your heart is ready. Your soul has been softened. You're about to see what I've been preparing all this time. Comment 777 if your heart feels ready to receive. My child, you are not cursed. You are not being punished. The struggle you've endured is not proof that I'm distant. It's proof that you're being forged. I've never let go of you, not once. Even in the moments when you stopped praying, I was still working. Even when your faith shook, I stood firm. Because your outcome does not depend on your perfection, it depends on my promise. And I do not lie. I promised I would never leave you. I promised I would restore what was lost. I promised I would work all things together for your good. And I'm not a God who makes empty promises. Every single word I've spoken over your life is still alive. It's still breathing. And just because you haven't seen it yet doesn't mean it's not on the way. Some things take time to be fully grown. But I promise you this, the season of harvest is here. You've been crying out for peace. I am that peace. You've been longing for direction. I am that light. You've been asking for breakthrough. I am the one who breaks chains. Stop searching for answers in everything around you and come back to me. I am your source. I am your anchor. I am your father. And I don't just want to bless your life, I want to walk with you in it. I want you to know me, not just the gifts I give. You may have wandered. You may have grown cold. But it's not too late. My arms are open, always. You can come back even now, in the middle of this very moment. I won't meet you with shame. I'll meet you with mercy. I'll meet you with grace. You don't have to clean yourself up first. Come as you are. I'll do the healing. I'll do the restoring. You just have to return. Don't let the lies of the past keep you from what I'm doing in your present. You are not defined by what they said. You are not labeled by your worst moment. You are not trapped by the old story. I'm writing a new one. And this new story includes healing, it includes redemption, it includes miracles that cannot be explained. You'll walk into places you never imagined. Doors you thought were locked forever are being opened by my hand. There is a calling on your life. Something holy rests on you, even if you've tried to run from it. You were never meant to blend in. You were never meant to be like everyone else. That's why it hurt when people left. That's why you felt different growing up. That's why your path hasn't looked like anyone else's. Because you are marked. You are set apart. And now, it's time to stop hiding that light. Let me ignite it again. Let me remind you of what's always been inside you. This miracle I'm bringing isn't just for comfort, it's for purpose. What I do in your life will become a testimony to others. They'll see what I've done and know it was me. You don't have to prove yourself to anyone. I'll be your proof. I'll be your defense. I'll be your reward. You've spent too long trying to carry everything on your own. Let me carry you now. If only you could see what I've already prepared. If only you knew how close it is. But I didn't bring you here just to look at the promise. I brought you here to step into it. And the next step is faith, even if it's small, even if it trembles. Just move with me. Trust me. I won't let you fall. This ground you're standing on is holy. This time you're living in is anointed. This night is yours. Even when your mind is full of doubt and your heart feels heavy, your spirit knows the truth. It knows this moment was written for you. I am speaking to you because I love you. Not for what you've done, not for how strong you've been, but simply because you are mine. You haven't missed your moment. You haven't ruined your future. You haven't been disqualified. The enemy wants you to believe that your mistakes have cancelled my promises. But I don't build on perfection. I build on surrender. I don't choose those who are flawless, I choose those who are willing. And you, even in your brokenness, are still willing. That's why I'm still here. That's why I've still got a plan for you. You are still the one I want to bless. Comment 999 if you're receiving this as your truth right now. Could a 9-word ritual really be your key to financially freedom? What sounds like fiction is now being confirmed by science. Harvard researchers and FBI documents point to a hidden brain center that, when activated, draws in abundance naturally. This 9-word prayer has helped over 19,000 broke people attract wealth and live a life full of abundance. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. There are things you've kept buried because you were afraid they disqualified you from being used by me. You thought, if people knew, they wouldn't love me. Or worse, if God knew, he wouldn't stay. But I have known every part of you from the beginning. I saw it all before it even happened. And I still chose you. I still loved you. I never once changed my mind about you. Tonight, I want to lift the shame you've carried for too long. I want to break the lie that says you have to be someone else to be loved. You were fearfully and wonderfully made, not by accident, but with purpose. And nothing you've done, nothing you've lost, nothing you've faced has changed the worth I placed in you. You are not damaged goods. You are not too far gone. You are my beloved, and that will never change. You've been asking for a sign, not because you don't believe, but because you're tired, because your faith has been under fire, because the waiting has been long. I know what it feels like to wait in the dark, to wonder if I'm still listening, and so tonight I give you this. My confirmation, my assurance, my promise that you are seen, you are heard, and you are not alone. I'm closer than your next breath. Don't look to the world for validation. Don't wait for others to see what I've already declared over you. The world didn't create you. I did. And I'm the only one who can speak your purpose. Stop shrinking. Stop hiding. Stop second-guessing what I've spoken in your spirit. I don't change my plans because of your fear. I move forward with you, even in your trembling, because I know what's inside you. I placed it there myself. Comment 1010 if you believe God is not done with you yet. When you cried out in private, I was there. When the pain became too much and you whispered, God, I can't do this anymore, I was holding you. Even when you felt nothing, I was doing everything. And now, it's time to rise. It's time to come out of hiding. It's time to step into the very thing you thought was lost. The enemy tried to take you out, but you're still here. And that means I'm not finished. Your name is being spoken in rooms you've never entered. Opportunities are lining up that you haven't even imagined. There are doors being opened that were once sealed shut. I don't say this to excite you, I say this to prepare you. Because when it begins to happen, I don't want you to doubt it. I don't want you to shrink back. I want you to walk through those doors knowing God did this. You've been humble. You've stayed quiet. You've taken the low road even when it hurt, and I saw that. I watched how you handled rejection, betrayal, and heartbreak, and I made a note of every tear. That's why this next season will be different. I'm restoring what was stolen. I'm healing what was broken. I'm repaying what was lost. You won't leave this battle empty. You're going to come out of it carrying more than you had before. This isn't just restoration. This is elevation. I'm lifting you up, not to make your name great, but to show others how faithful I am. People will look at you and ask, how did that happen? And your answer will be simple, God. That's the power of grace. That's the miracle of mercy. That's what I'm pouring over you right now. You don't have to explain it. You just have to receive it. I know what you've endured. I know the times you smiled through pain, encouraged others while feeling empty, kept going when everything inside you wanted to quit. That is strength. That is faith, even if it didn't feel like it. And now I am responding to that faith. Not because you've done everything right, but because you've kept walking, you've kept showing up, and I reward faith like that. This is a sacred moment, not just another night, not just another word. This is a moment heaven wrote for you, and the miracle I'm sending isn't just for temporary relief, it's for transformation. You won't go back to the old version of you. You won't live stuck in the same cycle. You're stepping into freedom, into clarity, into peace that settles deep inside your bones. The kind of peace only I can give. You don't have to beg for what I've already prepared. You don't have to strive for what I've promised. It's already on the way. All I need is your yes, not your strength, not your perfection. Just your willingness to say, God, I trust you. That's all it takes. I will take your yes and move mountains. I will take your surrender and open the windows of heaven. That's the kind of Father I am. And I want you to hear me clearly. I am not finished with you. What's coming is bigger than what's been lost. You have not seen your best days yet. In fact, the very reason you've been under such pressure lately is because what's inside you is powerful. The enemy doesn't fight what's empty. He fights what carries promise. I know there were moments you didn't want to get out of bed, moments you felt invisible, moments when even the sound of your own thoughts made you tired. But I never left you. I sat with you in that silence. I counted every tear. I held your hand even when you didn't feel it. And I whispered to your soul, keep going, just a little longer. That little longer is now. This is the moment you've been holding on for. Comment 1515 if you're ready for what God is about to release in your life. You've had prayers that seemed to fall flat. Words you poured out with trembling hands and hopeful hearts, only to be met with silence. But I want you to know, not one of those prayers was lost. I caught them all. I carried them with me. And I've been answering you in ways you didn't recognize. Protecting you through closed doors. Guiding you with delays. Strengthening you through silence. You didn't lose your way, you were being led. What do brain surgeons and billionaires know that you don't? This 9-word money code, once reserved for elites, is now being shared with everyday people, and the results are mind-boggling. Cash windfalls, cleared debt, and lifelong stress gone. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. Sometimes the biggest blessings look like disappointments at first. That person walking away wasn't a loss, it was alignment. That opportunity that fell through wasn't failure, it was protection. That delay wasn't punishment, it was preparation. I see what you can't. I know what you don't. And because I love you deeply, I withhold nothing that is meant for you. If I kept it from you, it wasn't for you. But what is for you? Nothing can stop it. You are stepping into a season where the things that used to break you won't touch you. Where the people who once doubted you will watch what I do through you. Where the peace that once felt distant will become your daily reality. This isn't a temporary shift. This is a divine reversal. What the enemy meant for harm, I am turning for good. The very thing that almost broke you will become the testimony that lifts others. Comment 1717 if you know your story isn't over. I didn't call you to live in fear. I didn't call you to live in survival mode. I called you to live in faith, in trust, in freedom. But somewhere along the way, fear crept in. Life hit hard. Disappointment built walls. Pain made you cautious. And I understand that. I never blamed you for protecting your heart. But I want you to know, I'm safe. You can trust me again. I'm not here to break you. I'm here to restore you. Let me in again. Let me speak to those places you've closed off. The ones where you buried dreams. The ones where you silenced your voice. I want to breathe life into what's been dead. I want to water the parts of you that have dried out. You've been giving and giving without receiving. You've been pouring out without being filled. But tonight, I'm filling you. I'm healing you. I'm renewing you. The change won't always look dramatic at first. Sometimes it's subtle. A lighter heart. A calm mind. A sense of peace you can't explain. That's me. That's how I begin. I enter gently, but I restore completely. You'll notice yourself smiling again, trusting again, dreaming again. And before you know it, what you once thought was lost will feel like it never left, because I never let go of you, not once. This is not a message of hype. This is truth. You've been chosen. And when I choose someone, I cover them. I guide them. I lift them when they fall. Your journey may have taken some turns, but you never walked it alone. I was there in every twist. I was there when others walked away. I was there when you thought it was over, and I'm here now, saying it's just beginning. Don't measure what I'm doing by what you see right now. Faith walks by what is unseen. What's happening in the spirit is far more real than what's in front of your eyes. Trust me when I say things are moving, chains are breaking, doors are opening. Angels are being dispatched. You are not being overlooked, you are being positioned. And no, you're not too late, you're not too old, you're not too far behind. I'm the one who redeems time. I'm the one who brings the right people at the right moment. I'm the one who gives beauty for ashes, joy for mourning, strength for fear. Nothing about your life intimidates me. I'm not afraid of your past. I'm not overwhelmed by your need. I am your Father, and I am more than enough. You don't have to figure everything out. You don't have to pretend you're okay. Just bring me your heart. Bring me your honesty. That's where I move. Not in the mask, but in the real. When you say, God, I'm tired, I say, let me carry you. When you say, I don't know what to do, I say, I'll guide you. When you say, I'm broken, I say, let me heal you. You've questioned whether I've heard you. You've wondered if I'm even paying attention. But my child, if only you could see the spiritual world surrounding you, the angels I've placed on assignment, the traps I've blocked, the storms I've silenced before they ever touched you, you'd never doubt again. I know the weight you carry. I know how hard it's been to smile through silent battles. You've been carrying so much and doing it with a heart that just wants peace. And I see that. I honor that. You've stayed when others left. You've endured when others quit. You've prayed when your voice was trembling. That's faith. That's what moves my heart. That's why I'm about to move in your life in a way that won't make sense to the people around you, but it will make perfect sense to your spirit. Comment Amen if you receive this with your whole heart. You've had seasons where it felt like nothing was working. No matter how hard you tried, everything seemed stuck. But what you didn't see was what I was protecting you from. You don't know what I kept you from walking into. You don't see the full picture, but I do. And what felt like rejection was actually my hand redirecting you towards something greater. You didn't fail. You followed. You may not have understood it then, but one day you'll look back and say, now I get it. There's a miracle growing in the soil of your obedience. Every time you kept going, every time you loved when it was hard, every time you forgave even when you were still bleeding, that wasn't wasted. I was using those moments to plant something deep inside of you. And now the roots are strong. The fruit is coming. You're about to see why you couldn't give up. Why quitting was never an option. You were growing while it looked like nothing was changing. Why is the government desperate to hide this 9-word prayer? A shocking FBI leak has just revealed a simple 9-word prayer, now letting everyday people erase debt and attract unstoppable wealth. Verified by leading scientists and supported by Harvard research, this at-home ritual is turning financial stress into a life of luxury. Dream homes, new cars, luxurious vacations, it's all within reach. But the government could take down this secret any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You're about to see what happens when heaven responds to endurance. You thought I was silent, but I was planning. You thought I was distant, but I was closer than ever. Every detour was precision. Every no was kindness. Every wait was mercy. And now finally comes the release. I'm releasing what was held up. I'm releasing what has been tied up in delay. I'm releasing what belongs to you, not because of what you did, but because of who I am. Comment 1111 if you believe what is for you is already being released. Don't let fear keep you from stepping into this new beginning. Fear is loud when breakthrough is near. The enemy always shouts when he's about to lose. That's why your thoughts have been louder. That's why the pressure has been stronger. But I need you to know something. Fear does not mean you're weak. Fear does not mean you're failing. It's just a sign that the enemy is panicking because he knows what I'm about to do. You've wondered why things have been harder lately, why people have misunderstood you, why your heart has felt heavy even in quiet seasons. It's because you carry something valuable. There's oil on your life, an anointing that draws attack but also brings power. The calling on your life isn't small. That's why the attacks haven't been small. But greater than the pressure is my presence. Greater than the battle is my promise. And I promised I would never leave you. I promised I would finish what I started. I promised that all things work together for the good of those who love me. And you, my child, have stayed close even when it hurt, even when you doubted, even when you stumbled. That's what matters to me, not perfection devotion. And you have that. You've kept showing up. You've kept choosing me. And because of that, I'm about to show you just how faithful I am. This shift won't be subtle. It's going to be undeniable. It's going to be the kind of change that leaves people stunned. They'll say, "How did that happen?" And you'll know grace, pure grace. Not effort, not luck, not strategy, but my hand, my love, my timing. What you couldn't do in years, I'll do in days. Because I am not limited by what limits you. You've walked through fire and didn't burn. You've passed through floods and didn't drown. That was me. I never promised the absence of trouble, but I promised my presence through it all. And I've never once left your side. Not in the pain, not in the confusion, not in the anger. I held you. I covered you. I carried you when you couldn't move, and now I'm leading you out. This is your exodus, your deliverance. The season of wandering is ending. I'm bringing you into promise, into purpose, into peace, the kind you've prayed for in tears, the kind you've watched others receive and wondered, will it ever be my turn? Yes, it's your turn now. This is the moment things begin to turn in your favor, not because you forced it, because you waited, because you trusted, because you remained. You're going to feel things change, even before you see them change. Your heart will feel lighter. Your spirit will feel stirred. The heaviness will start lifting. That's me working. That's me answering. That's me preparing the way. Don't second guess it. Don't dismiss the small signs. I always start in the unseen. I always move in the hidden places first. What you sense is real. It's beginning, not by the world, not by your mistakes, but by my hand. You have been chosen for something greater than you imagined, and the waiting season was never me ignoring you. It was me preparing you. I know how tired you felt, the kind of tired that reaches beyond your body, straight into your soul. You've cried silently at night, trying to stay strong for everyone else while you're running on empty. And yet you didn't stop. You didn't quit. You whispered prayers when your heart was broken. You stayed kind when life felt cruel. And I took notice. Heaven took notice. That kind of heart is rare, and I'm about to honor it in ways that will make up for every moment of lack. Comment 222 if you're ready for restoration. The restoration I'm bringing isn't just about giving you back what you lost. I'm giving you more. I'm restoring your peace, your sleep, your joy, your confidence, your purpose, your voice. What the enemy tried to steal from your spirit, I am returning multiplied. You thought the loss was the end, but I'm using that very pain as the starting point of your elevation. The parts of your story that hurt the most are the ones I'm turning into glory. You may not understand it now, and you don't have to. I never asked you to understand everything. I asked you to trust me. Even when the road didn't make sense, even when I seemed silent, I never left you. You were never alone. I was with you in the storm, even when you couldn't feel me. And now that the wind is beginning to calm, you're going to realize I was holding you the entire time. You are about to see doors open that no man can shut. You're going to receive opportunities that your qualifications can't explain. People will look at your life and wonder how it turned around so suddenly. But you'll know it was me. That's why I allowed certain things to close. That's why I didn't let certain relationships work out. because where I'm taking you, not everyone can go. I'm not just blessing your life, I'm building it on the right foundation. Comment Amen if you believe God is working even when you can't see it. There is divine order unfolding around you. Every delay had a purpose. Every disappointment had a lesson. And though it hurt, it also shaped you. You're stronger than you were before. You've grown in ways no one can see. But I saw it. And that strength you gained in private will carry you into a public season of favor. You're not the same person who started this journey, and that's the point. You've been refined by fire, and now you are ready. Ready to lead, ready to step forward, ready to be seen, ready to receive. You've hidden yourself for long enough. The season of isolation is ending, and I'm calling you into the light. You don't have to shrink back anymore. You don't have to be afraid of failing. What's ahead is not like what's behind. The pain didn't come to stay, it came to pass. And now, the blessings are coming to stay. Why are neuroscientists obsessed with a 9-word sentence? Because this sentence, spoken once a day, is turning financial stress into sudden blessings. More than 19,000 people have already used it to erase debt and unlock a life of wealth, freedom, and peace. The results are so powerful, some believe it's divine. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. You felt like you were behind. Like others were living the life you prayed for. But my timing isn't based on comparison, it's based on calling. You're not late, you're not missing anything. You've been being prepared for a breakthrough that's bigger than your expectations. I don't give according to man's schedule, I give according to my purpose. And what's coming will make you forget the weight of waiting. You're going to walk into rooms where no one expected you to be, and you'll be favored without explanation. Not because you pushed your way in, but because I opened the door. You don't have to fight for attention. I will draw the right people to you. I will highlight what's been hidden. You don't have to strive. Just stand. Stand on what I told you. Stand on what you know is true. I never lie, and I never fail. You've been through seasons where everything was stripped away, not to harm you, but to rebuild you stronger. I had to remove some things so that better things could enter. I had to shake some things so what's eternal could remain. It felt like loss, but it was grace. I know that's hard to accept sometimes, but I see from the end to the beginning. I know what I'm doing, and I only work for your good. So breathe again, hope again, dream again. You are safe to believe this time. You are not setting yourself up for heartbreak, you're stepping into fulfillment. You've matured, you've healed, you've waited, and now it's coming. The right doors, the right people, the right timing. I'm putting it all together, just as I said I would. And when it happens, it won't be chaos, it'll be peace. You'll feel it in your soul. This is from God, and it's coming soon, much sooner than you think. That's why the pressure has increased. That's why your emotions have felt all over the place. Your spirit is picking up on what's about to shift. Don't run from that feeling. Lean into it. I'm preparing you, not to survive, but to reign. Not to just get by, but to walk in abundance. You've lived through enough suffering. Now it's time to live through my promises. You stayed faithful when the world gave you every reason to stop. And that kind of heart, I will always honor that. The time you thought was wasted has not been lost. I was using it. I was shaping you, clearing the path, removing the wrong things and preparing better things. You've grown in the shadows, but now I am calling you into the light. You've endured in silence, but now your testimony will speak loudly. Not to prove a point, but to prove my presence. I am about to show you and everyone watching that I was with you all along. Comment, 333 to declare your faith boldly. There are things that almost broke you. You know what they are. The moments you didn't talk about, the pain you carried privately, the nights you whispered to me, asking if you would ever feel peace again. I heard every word, I felt every heartbeat, and I answered with this: I'm not done. I'm still working, and I'm still turning it for good. You've wondered if you're strong enough to keep going. The truth is, you don't have to be. I never asked you to carry this on your own. I never asked you to figure out every step. I just asked you to follow me. I just asked for your yes. Your strength doesn't come from striving, it comes from surrender. And tonight, I want you to stop carrying what was never yours to begin with. Let go of the fear. Let go of the pressure. Let go of the need to fix everything. Just rest. I will hold you. I will guide you. I will open the doors that need to be opened. And when it's time, I will close the ones that no longer belong in your life. You can trust me with your future because I was faithful in your past. You didn't make it this far by accident. Comment 555 if you trust me with what's coming. I know how tired you are of starting over, of believing, only to be let down, of hoping, only to have silence stretch on longer than you thought you could bear. But let me tell you something. This time is different. This breakthrough is not a repeat of the past. This time, it's the real thing. Because you've changed, because you're ready, because the soil of your heart has been prepared. You no longer chase what isn't meant for you. You no longer hold on to what I've asked you to release. That's why the doors are opening now. That's why the answers are coming. That's why the right people are being drawn to you. You've made room, and I will fill it. I will not allow your obedience to return void. I will not allow your prayers to echo back empty. What you've sown in tears, you will reap in joy. You've been overlooked by many, but never by me. You've been underappreciated, misunderstood, underestimated, but I saw it all. I watched how you gave without asking for anything in return. I watched how you supported others while carrying your own pain. That kind of heart is rare, and that's why I'm going to bless you in ways you didn't even know to ask for. This next season isn't about proving yourself. It's about walking in what was always yours. You don't need to convince anyone of who you are. I've already declared it, and what I declare cannot be undone. No one can cancel what I've ordained. No one can block what I've spoken. You are covered. You are chosen. You are walking under open heavens, even now. Don't let the noise of this world shake your faith. Don't let the delay make you doubt the promise. Some of the most powerful movements begin in silence. Some of the most beautiful seasons are birthed in waiting. Keep your eyes on me. I am not just your provider. I am your peace, your anchor, your firm foundation. And when everything around you shifts, I stay the same. This banned wealth signal was hidden in a government vault for over 70 years until now. It's a simple 9-word brain trigger used by elites to attract unlimited money while the rest of the world struggles. But the moment too many people see this, it could be deleted. Click the link in the description and comments before it's taken down forever. There will be days ahead that still feel uncertain. I never promised ease, I promised presence. I promised that when the waters rise, they won't sweep over you, that when the fire comes, it won't burn you, that when the storm surrounds you, I'll be in the boat with you. And that's exactly where I am now, right beside you. In the waiting, in the hoping, in the healing. You've been through enough to know by now, my promises may take time, but they are always true. You've seen too much to give up now. Keep holding on. Keep pressing forward. You're not walking in circles, you're walking towards something greater than you know. And the next step might be the one that shifts everything. When it happens, and it will happen, give me the glory. Don't forget who kept you in the dark. Don't forget who whispered when no one else saw you. And I promise I'll make sure your story reaches the ones who need to hear it. Because your story is more than survival. It's a story of my goodness, my faithfulness, my power. I've kept you through every season, and I'm still holding you now. Everything around you might say nothing is changing, but everything in the spirit says otherwise. You can't always see the roots growing underground, but that doesn't mean the seed isn't alive. You are in a growing season. Don't mistake it for being forgotten. I am still working, and what's growing in you is almost ready to bloom. There's a reason you felt something when you read the very first words. Because I've been calling to your spirit through all the noise, all the fear, all the weariness. And tonight, I'm pulling you closer to remind you that you're not lost, you're being led. You've been walking a path that feels uncertain, but I've been guiding every step, even the detours, even the delays. I have not abandoned you. I have not changed my mind about you. You are still the one I love, still the one I'm fighting for. Comment, Amen, if you feel God is leading you, even through the unknown. You may have been through storms that shook everything around you. People you thought would stay walked away. Doors you were sure would open slammed shut, and still you didn't give up. You bent, but you didn't break. You cried, but you didn't curse me. You wrestled, but you didn't run. And for that, my child, I am pouring favor on you that no man can take away. You've been carrying questions in your heart, why it had to be this hard, why it felt so lonely, why the breakthrough has taken so long. I may not answer every why, but I will show you the what I was building, what I was preparing, what I was protecting, what I'm about to release. And when it begins to unfold, you won't need explanations. You'll just know this was God. The next thing I do in your life will not be ordinary. It will not be something you can take credit for. It will carry the fingerprints of heaven all over it. The timing, the favor, the way it falls into place, it will all shout my name. And you won't have to force it. You won't have to beg for it. It will come as surely as the morning follows the night, because I always finish what I start. Comment, 777, if you believe the fingerprints of God are all over your life. You've waited, and now you're ready not just to receive, but to carry. The blessing I give will not crush you. It will strengthen you. It will lift others, because you've been refined, you've been tested, and you didn't lose your heart in the process. Your faith may have wavered, but your roots stayed deep. And that's why this breakthrough will last. It won't be a moment, it will be a movement. There's a shift coming to your atmosphere. You'll feel it first in your peace. You'll wake up lighter. You'll feel joy for no reason. You'll notice your thoughts changing, your fears shrinking, your hope rising. That's me. That's my spirit working in you. I always begin the breakthrough inside your heart before I release it into your hands. Trust what you feel, that peace is not fake, that calm is not coincidence, it's me. And I know what you're thinking. What if it doesn't happen? What if I get my hopes up again? What if I'm wrong? But child, what if you're right? What if this really is your moment? What if all of heaven is leaning toward you right now? What if the very thing you've prayed for is already on its way? Don't let fear rob you of what faith is ready to receive. You've waited too long to doubt now. Remember the promises I've made to you, the words I whispered when no one else was around. I haven't forgotten them, and neither should you. I placed those dreams in your heart on purpose. And if I place them there, I will bring them to life. You don't have to make it happen. You just have to stay open. Keep trusting. Keep believing. I know how to bring it all together. Don't let what hasn't happened yet stop you from preparing for what's coming. Get ready, not with anxiety but with confidence. Expect the door to open. Expect the right person to walk into your life. Expect the healing. Expect the provision. Expect the clarity. You're not being foolish, you're being faithful. And that faith is the key that's unlocking what's next. You don't need to see the whole picture. You just need to take the next step. Don't wait for perfect conditions. Don't wait until everything makes sense. Trust me in the uncertainty. I'm guiding your steps, even when it feels like you're walking in the dark. You're not lost. You're being led. And what's on the other side of this obedience will change your life. Can just saying 9 words daily actually make money flow into your life? A top neuroscientist says yes, and the FBI accidentally confirmed it. This forgotten prayer is now transforming ordinary people into debt-free and financially free for life. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the link in description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. I'm proud of you. I need you to know that. I see how far you've come. I see how hard it's been. And I'm proud. Not because you've been perfect, but because you kept coming back to me. Because you've stayed close, even when it hurt. That means more to me than you know. And because of that, I will bless you in ways that make up for every painful step. So hold on, my child. You are almost there. Don't give up now. Don't doubt what you feel rising inside of you. It's not wishful thinking, it's the stirring of destiny. It's the sound of walls falling. You've grown through things you didn't think you'd survive. You've endured seasons where it seemed like everything was falling apart, and you had no idea I was allowing some things to break so I could rebuild them better. You didn't lose anything I can't restore. I saw what was taken. I saw what they did. I saw what you didn't even tell anyone about. And I've already begun turning it into something that will bless you. You didn't come out of that fire empty, you came out with gold. Comment, Amen, if you believe nothing you've been through will be wasted. You've been quiet for too long. Not because you didn't have something to say, but because you weren't sure anyone would listen. But I've been listening the whole time. Every sigh, every prayer under your breath, every word spoken in the middle of the night when you thought no one could hear, I heard it. And I stored every one of those cries in my hands. They didn't disappear. They are now becoming your testimony. I never wanted you to carry the weight alone. I've been waiting for you to hand it over. You've been strong, but you don't have to keep being strong for everyone else. You've been holding it together when I've been asking you to let me hold you. You've been doing all you can, and now I'm saying let me step in. You've reached your limit. That's exactly where I begin. Comment 1111 if you're ready to let God take the weight.